Hey everybody, this is Keith the Fat Yankee here, and we're going to show you today how to trim up a top round to make beef jerky with, okay? There's a right and a wrong way to do this, so I want to make sure that you guys get a little bit of insight on how to trim this top round out, okay? So I got a beautiful Black Angus top round right here. This is all Cargill Black Angus beef, and now we got a front and a back here. So what I'm going to do is I like to start off with the top of the meat here, okay? And make sure your knife is sharp, guys, because you don't want to cut yourself with a dull knife. It's better to cut yourself with a sharp knife. But anyway, so listen, we're going to trim off the fat just like this, and as you take the fat and you get your knife underneath here, you just pull the fat up so you're not taking a lot of the beef with it, okay? So we're going to trim this right down, nice and easy. I like to start with the top first. And now just remember, guys, that if you leave gristle on your beef jerky and you want to keep it for any length of time, the gristle actually turns into bacteria. So that's why it's real important to trim as much of this stuff off as you can, okay? So we're going to trim off a lot of this. Alright. So we get our beef from the local Sam's Club here, and there's 3 different kinds of beef that Sam's offers. Actually there's 4 now. It's a new company called Swift, and there's a company called Cargill, and then there's a National Beef and an IBF. So National Beef and IBF, we tend to find a lot more fat on the top rounds, and it's definitely a lot of waste. So if you do get your beef from the local Sam's Club, request Cargill or Swift beef. Okay, everybody got that? All right, so we're nice and clean on the top. That didn't take too long, did it? All right, I'm just gonna cut this little piece out here, and you'll see I actually use the same method every single time. But so I just flip the meat over here just like this, guys. This is a top round again, and a lot of people refer to the cooking term, which is the cooking term. It's called a London broil. Okay, so I'm gonna trim this silver skin off. They call it. This is silver skin is real important to take off your beef jerky, because this is the part of the gristle here that will not cook. It will stay like this. It's not good to have it during the cooking process at all. So make sure you take off all that silver skin. Okay. All right, we're almost done here, guys. And so after I trim this, I'm going to make a few cuts. I'm going to cut it up into some steaks, and I'm going to actually show you what your London broil looks like when you get it in the store. Okay. So you'll see this London broil kind of looks like a heart. All right, almost done. Now this here is about I want to say about a 15 pounder. So you see I've taken off approximately about 2 pounds, a little less so far. So that's pretty typical for a top round. Now if you get the bad meat like National, like I was telling you, National or IBF, and again, it's not bad meat, it just tends to have more fat on it. You know, in our business, the less fat on the beef, I mean, there's obviously more product that we can put out to the customer, or for you, more product you can put out to your family and kids, because you know how they eat this stuff up and how long it takes to make. So, all right, guys. So we've got our top round here, all set, nice and trimmed. Some of the little gristle here, I leave it on, and what I do is I leave it, and during the cooking process, look how beautiful that is. During the cooking process, all that gristle will kind of just melt off. Okay, so I'm going to cut this right down the middle, guys, as you can see, and look, and you're going to start to see that London broil shape. You see that? And that's your London broil that you see in the store. Now again, it's a cooking term, but that's what you see in the package. Okay? So now if you wanted to cook these on the grill and not use it for beef jerky, well, just take your knife down here, just like this. Take that bad boy and throw that in a nice marinade. Throw that right on the grill. But we're not going to do that. Not today anyway. We're going to chop it up, make some beef jerky. Alright? So here we go. I just cut it into strips like this for my slicer. Now, you see, folks, it's very important. A lot of people, you know, that have never cut up meat before, you know, or sometimes they get their jerky and it's a little tough. Okay, so now what I'm doing here, and I forgot to mention that's very important. Every cut I make into this beef will be against the grain, okay? What that does is it just makes the beef jerky a lot more tender, and it makes any cut, even if it's a steak, a lot more tender. Any beef you're gonna cut up and cook, it always should be against the grain, okay? Here we go. So we're gonna make light work of this. I usually cut up about 4 cases an hour. That's my record. I'm gonna call Guinness. Let's see if I can get in the Guinness book for that. I don't think they'll take me. I'll give it a shot. So listen, so we're almost done here. Sometimes what I do is if I see this little eye here has some gristle in it, what I do is I just cut and turn it around just like that. And then I take a look over here. Nice and clean, so I'll cut that right across. Right across and throw that in my bucket here. Get that ready for slicing. Okay. Nice steaks here. Okay, guys. So that's it. We got this last piece here. I'm going to cut this up. Now this last eye here has a lot of silver skin on it. Sometimes you always know where it is after you cut this stuff up for a long time. But, almost done. So this little piece here I take, use that, that's nice and tender. Cut the silver skin off here. Alright. One last piece here. This one looks pretty good. Alright, that's it, guys. This is what we make Fat Yankee Jerky with. I hope you got something out of the video. Look for my other videos, folks. We'll be posting a few videos of some different kinds of beef jerky in the next few weeks here. So I think we're going to put them out on a specific day every week. So take a look out for them. I'll tell you how to make the beef jerky. You can even do it in your oven at home without a dehydrator. So check us out. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. Thanks.